Welcome to your daily focus for March the 19th, 2019. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We'll turn right to the cards and see what they have to tell us. Sun is in Pisces, Moon is in Virgo, so we have very mutable energy happening around us today. So we can go with the flow, we can experience new, different. We're not going to get too hung up today where we can get really hung up with fixed energy. We don't have that fixed energy around us at all. So that's a good thing. We're in new moon energy still. I know we are on the eve of the full moon. We are on the eve of the spring equinox. We are at the eve of the sun going into Aries. And we have the Justice card. I love the Justice card. The more I spent with the Justice card last year, the more I fell in love with the Justice card. Because the Justice card says be true to yourself. The Justice card says give it 110%. The Justice card says if it doesn't work for you, if it weighs you down, if it's outdated or outmoded from your lifestyle, then cut it away. It's holding you down, it's holding you back. It's about walking with integrity. It's about taking the longer route sometimes in order to be successful long term. It's about that 110% commitment to your goals, to your dreams, to the people you love, to your passions, to your desires. And so we're feeling this today. It's also a very emotional day there with the water, but it has a rainbow of color. The main hue I see is this blue, so a spiritual, creative energy attached to our emotions. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is in detriment. Wow. This is a day when you have to believe in yourself. My goodness. See your worth, see your value, see your beauty. This is where we don't believe we are deserving enough. This is where we don't believe that it's going to all come together. It's going to all work out. Here the Queen of Cups sits and stares at this huge goblet in her hand, this huge cup in her hand, and she's pondering, what will I fill this with? What passion, what dream, what desire? The calmness of this card, the beauty of this card, represents the beauty of who you are inside and out. Yeah, in some way, we're a little detached from that. So maybe we are getting impatient. I mean, we're following the Justice card, so maybe we're getting a little bit too impatient with things materializing, manifesting, becoming tangible. So don't fall into that trap, especially, the full moon is going to be the experience of letting go, obviously, healing and closure. But we're still in new moon energy, so this is where we can move forward and see where we need to work on our routines, our lifestyle, ourselves, our partnerships, our environments, in order to I got detox, in order to have a detox in some area, remove the negative in some area. What pulls you down? What weighs you down? What makes you think that you are not deserving enough, or worthy enough, or magical enough, or strong enough, or capable enough? Because that is just a perception that was given to you that you accepted. And this is about changing your perception. This is about standing strong in who you are and where you're going. This is an I can do it kind of energy. Look at this. We have judgment on the other side. Wow. Can we talk about strong energy? We know it's the eve of the full moon. We know it's the eve of the sun moving into Aries, starting our year in astrology. The story begins again. The blank sheet of paper sits before you. What words will you write on it? The judgment card says, for the work that you have done, you are going to see the results. You are going to see the reward. It is going to be tangible. It is going to be real. And this is also the card that says, if you haven't been doing enough, if you haven't been trying hard enough, if you haven't been, whatever it is, loving enough, compassionate enough, grounded enough, it's a time to start. It's a time to make that declaration to yourself. It's the time to make that commitment to yourself that going forward, things will be different. And you have this powerful energy around you with the spring equinox of the full moon. Powerful energy coming in to assist you in success, in those goals, in those desires, in those dreams, in those passions. Very strong energy today with justice and judgment on each side of the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, of course, for this reading is in detriment. So it's still the Queen of Cups. It's still your beauty. It's still your energy. It's still your magic. It's your talents. It's your gifts. It's, yes, even those ugly parts of you that you would never want to show to another person makes you the person you are, the only one capable of going forward in a way that you want. Nature's Whispers. Maintain your childlike spirit with 27. Today is a 7 energy, not a 27. And a 7 energy is standing in your truth, by the way. So justice shows up to remind us to stand in our truth. Maintain your childlike spirit. And we just had this one. So as much as we're trying to, I mean, these are work cards, right? We have justice and judgment. These are applying ourselves, working towards expectations of our desires. So it's grounded. It's not as spiritual, even though we, judgment comes off as the angel, right? I get more of a grounded feeling because we start with the justice card, and any card of royalty is grounded, is the diplomat, is the high intuitive as well. One of the highest intuitives is the emperor and the empress in the deck. She's sitting strong. She's sitting there very confidently. She is contemplating. Contemplating would be a good word, of what to put in that goblet, what to put in that cup, how to fill her cup of plenty, her horn of plenty. Maintain your childlike spirit. So as grounded as we are, it's about laughter and fun. And, that was the weekend energy, right? Stepping into the happinesses and the joys and the romance, the sparkle in your life, for goodness sakes. We can work really hard, but we have to play just as hard. We have to remember to take time to smile, to laugh, to let our hair down. Nature holds all aspects of light. The light is the same brilliant light that shines out of every child while they are still in touch with the magic of the world and nature. Find the innocence of your childhood light within you and reconnect with it. This light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. Remember when you were a kid? That fearlessness, every teenager thinks they're going to live forever, for the most part, right? It's that mindset. And we dampen that inner child of ours each and every day. So it's time to let that child back out. It's time to dance because you feel like dancing, singing because you feel like singing. skipping down a sidewalk because you feel like skipping. You do that on a busy street, they'll lock you up really fast these days, huh? Got to be something wrong with that person. They're happy. What's going on with that? That's not right. That's not normal. Seriously? It should be the most natural and beautiful thing about us. The light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness, and in others, and total self-reliance. It will allow you to see the world through the eyes of a child. You will be excited to learn new things. How much happier our world would be if everybody reconnected to his or her purest essence. And between the Queen of Cups and Justice there, and Judgment, I think, comes from an outer source, but it's realizing that you are a beautiful, pure essence. Smile, laughter, joy. It's all a part of it. It raises your energy for beautiful things to be attracted to you. High energy things to be attracted to you. So, the Justice card, what I say, you got to cut out the things that weigh you down. You got to remove this. You got to make a commitment for that. And people go, oh, I don't like any of those things. Don't like any of those things, right? But look at the commitments you can make to yourself and the things that you really want to remove in your life because they weigh you down. Because, yeah, you're okay with them because they've been part of your environment, but it doesn't mean you have to allow it in your environment going forward. It could just be that, you know what, I'm not going to bed unless the dishes are all done. Put away. I wake up to a clean kitchen every morning. You believe it when I say that the environment that you live in does reflect the person you are. And even if you're used to the messy, and trust me, I was a single mom working full time with 3 children, 2 with autism, okay? So the challenges of keeping an uncluttered area in life was extremely challenging. Extremely challenging. But it does affect your energy levels. And when you have bright and you have spacious and you have warm and you, if not consciously, subconsciously, create that beautiful environment around you. Who is it? Oh, look at this. Freedom with the horse. Freedom with the horse. Last time Freedom came out with the horse, I think it was the next day, the unicorn came out, or was it Pegasus? It stayed with that freedom, that liberation. That's what I think of when I see a horse. I see a horse running. Every muscle, horses are just, I don't know, beautiful creatures. And loving and intuitive and smart. When I was a young girl, some people down the way, they had a horse, and nobody in the family rode the horse. And I expressed an interest, and they said, "Oh, please come on over. We'll teach you how to clean her up, saddle her up, and take her for a ride." And okay, but she was a show horse, and then she didn't like people on her after that too much. She kind of liked, the no person on her. So you had to really grow a relationship with this horse. And still, though, we'd go for these long walks. And I remember when you came into these people's driveway, there was an apple tree there, and it had some low branches. And I got very good at laying completely back because as soon as we turned into the driveway, that horse was like, okay, off you go. I'm back to being a horse. And so if I wasn't fast enough, it wasn't my own doing that got me off that horse. It was the apple tree branch every time. So, and then when I figured that one out, she had a few new tricks for me. So She constantly made me aware of what she really wanted. Freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards of your time of transformation and newfound freedom. Sometimes it's easier just to sit in your fuzzy PJs, hope that life will change, and yet you continue to allow yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and your soul. However, Horse tells you that it is time to dream big. It may be time to make changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic, or it could be that you feel stifled by your current career choices. Freedom doesn't mean that you have to give up your entire life. Instead, allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you, and it takes courage, and the end result will be a positive one. Spend some time in nature, taking in the feeling of the wind in your hair. Breathe in nature's goodness and just be. Just a few moments of solitude each day can reboot your soul and clear itself from life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean that it is time for you to move house locations into the country. So it's about freedom. It's about letting go of those anchors. It's about understanding where you need to dislodge yourself in some way in order to truly move forward. And yes, for all the work that you've done where you feel like you are spinning your wheels or you one step forward, two steps back, you are going to see some kind of abundance or happiness or confirmation that you are going in the right direction, that things will come together with the Judgment card being last. So yes, I am taking off incredibly soon. I'm going to try and get some videos done for you so that I can be a part of your path and you a part of mine, which is more important to me. Um, my mom's turning 90, and it's a 3 day drive really. Because if I drive, um, it all depends on weather. I'm going to be going through snowstorms probably and ice storms, and we'll see what happens. Um, Wi-Fi is a luxury where I'm going, so I won't be able to record. I tried that last time, and it was hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of total frustration. I'll be back soon. I do love you, so please remember in my absence that I do love you. Until we meet again, absolutely.